Hey generators!
Welcome to Season 4, Episode 4 of For the Generation podcast.
We're your hosts, Natalia Velasco
And Alexa Gomez.
and today we're interviewing Gaby Cerda.
Gaby Cerda is a first-year political science major at UC San Diego. She is in the tennis club, salsa society, Hermanos Unidos, and hopes to form a Latinx club at her school.
So Gaby, do you have anything you want to say about yourself or add on for us?
Oh, no, I'm just happy to be here. Yeah. Very proud of you guys for doing this, so it's like great to be a part of it.
So how did you decide on your major?
Oh, see, I went through like the 5 stages of grief with my major. And originally I was going to be a bio major, so I got in as a bio major. So I was like really proud of that. And then I did build 1, and it was terrible. And then I was like, okay, I can't do this. I want to be a linguistics major. I want to be a speech therapist. And then that just wasn't my thing. I was like seeing how the tongue moves. Good for people who like doing that, but I didn't want to see how the tongue moves. And then I decided, like, you know what do I really like want to do? I'm like, oh, I really want to help with the Latino community. Mm-hmm. And so with that, I was like, oh, political science, like be a lawyer, like workers' comp, like all those things. So I felt, there we go. So that's my major. So I will see how those classes go at this point because I haven't started. So
you haven't taken any?
No, I took linguistics and build 1. So, you know. Very versatile here.
Yeah. You tried it all out.
Exactly.
So what's your experience like at UCSD, like specifically as a first-gen student? Do you think there's like a lot of help for that, or are there any programs, or how does it work there?
There's a lot of first-generational students, but there's not a lot of like, it's like you don't really know who's a first-generation student. So it's like you don't really feel connected with your community. It's kind of more like they'll like send you a message. Like there's like this message that they'll constantly say like, hey, how's it going? But it's like so impersonal that you just don't answer to it. I feel the need to like help that first generation like come together and like what you guys are doing in a way, because it's very good what you guys are doing, like bringing people together, like having someone to relate to, because they don't really have that yet.
So there's not like a program or anything like that?
No, there is, but there isn't.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like you have to like really search into like they have a get involved website, and it's not really like an ideal website. It's kind of like messy and stressful. Yeah. So like when you go on it, you're just stressed.
I feel like college websites are not the best.
No,
like
yeah, they're weird.
Struggle a lot.
It's like, why are they so complicated? They need like some better coders.
Like
yes.
Thing. Would you say that like being first gen has been different for you as you had an older sibling who has already gone through the college experience?
Yeah, it has. It's like having someone like that did it before you, they could like relate to you on that level. My sister was the first one in that situation, so like she went through things, so, like when we have questions, like we could go to her. Yeah. So I feel like I was very lucky in that sense to have that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, like how was your transition going from high school to college?
You know, I went to an all-girls school. We went to the same high school. And so it was like a college prep, but I thought it was college preppy, but I was still like I was still like thrown into the fire. Like you kind of like you don't really know what's happening. You're kind of like half drowning, half swimming, like doggy paddling frantically to not drown. So that was my experience when I first got there. But it's such a big school. There's so many people, and it's just so intense. Yeah. You know? It's like you're just like by yourself, like meeting new people, like being really out there that first week, so you can like make some friends, like not feel that loneliness. And the loneliness moment does come.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like where you just feel lonely. And that's normal. And so you just have to, it's like really pushing yourself to like be out there was the whole thing. Yeah. So I think that also really helps me like grow in general.
Next question. Would you ever say you felt out of place being at UC San Diego?
There's times where you do feel out of place. Yeah, it's because like as I said before, like there's not really like sometimes you just don't like you miss like your culture. Not that there's like not my culture around, like you know there's Latinos, but like you just like you miss like the warmth of like people that you know like that share the same thing. So like if I'm like sad one day, like if I want to cry. Which is, like, you know, it's normal to cry. Yeah. It's healthy. Like, I'll listen to mariachi. And then I'll just cry. I'm like, I'm sorry.
That sounds so...
And it, like, honestly helps. Like, being, like, when you listen to, like, I don't know, something about mariachi.
I really like that.
It makes me feel better. And I was like, wow. So, like, when I feel out of place, I'll usually listen to mariachi. But you do feel out of place. Like, there's been certain occasions where you feel out of place. And it's just a funny moment. But you get through it. You get, like, that's...
Yeah.
You talked about starting the Latinx. So you want the space over there. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah. Right before I left for break, me and one of my friends were like talking like, oh, they're like, we don't really know that many like Latinos around. And I'm like, oh, it's probably because we're so spaced out. Like we just don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like there's not really that many clubs. Like there's Hermanos Unidas, and there's like Hermanos Unidos, but those are like separate, like gender wise. And I'm like, why? And, like when you search up like Latin clubs, like it's like it's not really that prominent.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what if I could do a club that's like, it's just like a place where you could like just feel connected. I think it's like a really important thing to like have, because there's so many other like there's different at my school. There's a lot of clubs of like different ethnicities, but there's none for like there is some, but they're not really. Like I want to make like a co-ed,
like a big one,
like an LSU, like an LSU that you guys have.
So I know the UCs have quarter systems. How is that for you? Do you like
great.
it?
No, okay, no, it's fine. Some people really like it. They're like, wow, you know, like it's like it could help you like boost your GPA more, like through time. And I'm like, that's great, that's great. But sometimes I wish I had more time to like really like get everything.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like when you have like a semester, like you have like time to bring your grade out time, like you only have 10 weeks for like us, and it's like, and it goes by so fast, and like midterms are like sometimes they're like at the second week, and you're like, okay, here I go. It's pretty intense, but it's cool. The course system's cool. I actually really don't like it, if I'm being completely honest. Like I feel like I'm like out for UC San Diego because of the course system. Other than that, it's grand.
Is there like, I know you talk about it kind of being intense, but is there like a favorite class you've had so far?
I really liked my ethics class. I think that was really cool. Even though it was like a little stressful because you had to like talk into like 100 students, like you had to like speak out loud, like participate. It was like a 20% participation grade, so I had to like really like unmute myself and then just talk. And there's been plenty like of embarrassing moments where it had like one time like my student just decided to like have the blow dryer just running as I'm about to speak, and then I told like the professor that I would steal from Party City and not feel bad, and he just kind of looked at me weird.
Why would you steal from Party City?
Because I was like, oh, like you feel less bad stealing from a big corporation than a small corporation.
That makes sense.
Exactly. And I was like, and he was like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I was like, it's just a chocolate. Like, no one's gonna trip about a chocolate. And he was like baffled. And I was like, okay. And like everyone in the class was just like looking, like you could just see everyone like laughing. And I was like, oh no. It was not ideal. But I feel like I get myself in a lot of those situations of just like, I had a dance class that was cool. It was like we had to like watch a show of like the dancers like at the end of the year, and then at that time I also had like a coughing attack because I was like sick, but not sick with COVID. I just had a cold, and it was very intimate. It was just like there was probably like 20 people. I had such like an intense cough, so I was like. I had a friend with me, and he was just like, just cough. I'm like, no, because they're gonna think I have COVID.
Me in all my classes.
And so I was like, no, I can't cough. I have to hold it in, so like my eyes are watering. I just couldn't do it, and so that was like a struggle. That was my struggle of introduction to dance. But other than that, like most of my classes have been cool, except for bio. Bio wasn't cool. But you know, props to people that love bio. I appreciate you. You guys are doctors.
How big are your classes?
They're like my Build 4 class, which is a lab. It had like over like 200 students.
Oh my god!
And so they're humongous. Like the halls are like, you feel really cool, kind of like you're like, oh wow, I feel like I'm in a big hall. Like the movie. I really enjoy the bigness because then they have like discussion sections where it's like it's smaller.
Oh, got it.
With like your TA, so it's like it's chill, but it's like also like so many people. Like you feel kind of awkward to like just go. To the professors for office hours, because it's like they know you, you know? But like it's just quite. It's a moment. Like I like the big school though. I love the big school actually.
What's your smallest class? Like the amount of students.
It's because it's been on Zoom, so it's it's you. But the in-person classes wise, I think my smallest one was my stats class. Even though like the whole like place was filled, like every single seat. But
how many people?
There's probably like 100.
Oh wow.
Or like maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe like 80.
My classes are like 20 people.
Yeah. Oh wow.
They're like
so you classes. Know like everybody in like your.
No. Oh. I know some people, but yeah.
I'll be like, oh my god, I follow you on Instagram. That's all.
Really?
Yeah. That's all.
Is that like your guys' conversation starter? Like, hey.
I'm just like kind of shy in my classes. I feel.
Really? I think I purposely will make an effort to compliment somebody if I want to talk to them.
That's smart. So I know you're on spring break right now. Do you have any plans for your break?
I think it's just chill out with family, see, like, friends. Yeah, that's it. And because we only get a week. We just get 1 week. So.
I wish it was longer.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to do it myself. When it's, like, so long, I'm like, what am I going to do for 3 weeks? Like, the whole, like,
oh my gosh,
the whole
Christmas?
winter break, I was dying. I was like,
I was just sitting at home.
Exactly, I'm like...
And that was peak COVID, too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's not like you could see people.
It's not like you could, like, really do much. It was just like you were just sitting there.
Yeah.
How would you say the transition from LA to San Diego was?
Oh my god. People in San Diego are so chill. Like, it's, like, ridiculous. Like, they're all about, like, you know, like, the California stereotypes are, like, oh, we're just chilling. Like, that is San Diego. Like, everyone's, like, super nice, though, in San Diego. LA people are more, like, to themselves, I guess, in a way. More, like, standoffish. But I feel like San Diego people are just really friendly and they're pretty chill, pretty laid back. I really wanted a new city.
Oh, yeah.
So I got the new city, and it was just like, wow, this is great. So there's so much that I haven't discovered yet. And, like, the little that I have discovered, I'm like, wow, this is so cool. This is But, because LA has so much, but San Diego's smaller. But it's, like, also cute in its own way. It's very beachy. I know I was never really a beachy person, but... I guess going to school, like, seeing the beach so much, like, you become more beachy.
Yeah.
So that's been cool, that change.
Do you go to the beach a lot over there?
No. Surprisingly not. Because, I don't know why, you just get busy. I think the most I've gone to the beach was, like, the past, like, 2 weeks before break. Like, I just kept on going because, like, I tried surfing. Ooh. That was exciting. And then... I went to the nude beach, just
That's
like
crazy.
Just to sit there.
That's crazy.
To enjoy, not to enjoy. That sounds weird.
Never that. Not that.
I was just sitting there waiting for my friends to stop surfing. So that was an experience in itself.
So is there anything you like to do on campus, like when you have free time? Is there anything fun you like to do? I
feel like I get boba a lot. Like I feel like I actually go eat. I feel like the time that you have off is like you go eat.
Yeah.
It's like I go to Pines. I go get ice cream. There's not really much to do because like it's like our campus is like located in La Jolla, so it's like there's not like a much around except like for old people. So like when you have to like know somebody with a car.
So how do you get around?
You take the bus. Like it's like I go on the bus. I've gone on like the trolley, which is like a metro kind of. And the metro is, like, the trolley, it's, like, it's pretty scary. I went one time, me and my girlfriend went, like, my girlfriend Sydney, like, we went, and, like, us, like, and a bunch of other girlfriends, and we went, and it was, like, the scariest thing ever. It was, like, there's, like, people, like, shaking.
Oh, my God.
Like, I was like, what's happening? It's, like, there's, like, a lot of sketchy individuals are just, like, sitting there. And they're just, like, looking at you. Like, so making, scary. Like, some intense eye contact. And it's not like I want to, like, assert my dominance by, like, making the eye contact. So I think that's a thing that I want to do, like, in college, too. Like, I always talk about it with my friends. I'm like, if someone makes eye contact with me, I'm not going to break it. I'm just going to stare.
On the bus, you're like...
Exactly. And so, usually I break it, because people just, like, get really intense with it.
That is so scary.
So, I'm like... But other than that, it's the trolleys. You get around with the trolley. Get around with the bus. The bus is more chill. It's more magical. But it's mostly the bus and the trolley that you want, if you want to get off campus, if you don't know anybody with a car.
Oh, okay. Is there anything that you've done at UCSD that you wouldn't be able to do in LA? Like, anything new?
I think it was the nude beach.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would have gone to a nude beach in LA. And
do they have nude? I'm sure they do, right? Where? Like Venice, probably?
There's a nude beach here?
I don't know.
And I think also another thing, like, you get a lot of independence. Like, going from home, like, LA, like, it's, like, very, like, it's like I'm watched over very intensely because I come from strict parents. It's like when I'm in San Diego, I'm just like, it's just a me moment. So I really like having a me moment because I want to be able to have that in LA.
Right.
And especially a new city, it's like you could just be totally you and be whoever you want to be.
Did you ever think you would end up in San Diego? Or were you like...
No! I actually had a dream. It's actually really funny. Like, the schools that I thought I wasn't going to get into were the ones that I had dreams about, like bad dreams about. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get into these. These are the bad dream ones. Well, those are the two that those are the ones that I got into. But then I visited the campus and I had a whole moment, like, where I was like, I don't know why it happened in the student store, like, where you just, like, see, like, like for some reason I just like looked at like the sweater like on me, and it was like a whole moment. I was like, this is the school I need
crazy.
to go to, and it was great.
Do you have any like places on campus that are like your go-tos?
There's Pines. I live and breathe at Pines. Like I should have like a couch that's designated to where I sleep there, and it's so far from my college. So that's like really trek on the bike, and there's like mini hills, but those hills are deadly. like I'm like really going up on them, and like I'm like huffing and puffing by the time I get there, and I feel like the ladies like notice that I'm huffing and puffing, so they'll like give me extra servings. Like the guy behind me was like, wow, she gave you a lot. I'm like, I know. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah. I think we just know each other at that level. But no, I go to Pines. Here. It's mostly Pines.
That sounds really good.
I know there was a strike at the dining hall earlier this year. What like happened?
I really don't know. Like I wish I knew. Like I know, but I don't know. I read a bit about it. Mm-hmm. Like they install like the Trident to Go, which is like an online ordering app. Mm-hmm. But apparently too many orders were coming in, so they weren't able to keep up with like so many orders, and like it was just like a really stressful environment, and they had like stay overtime. And it was just like really bad because they didn't prepare them prior. They just brought like just like completely just like threw them into the fire. So. But we got through it. I think it's better now. Don't quote me on that. I don't
Don't worry. Don't. What are your like favorite and least favorite parts about UCSD? Like pros and cons.
The people are really cool. It's like so many different backgrounds. There's a lot of international students, which is really cool. Ooh, so like you see people from like everywhere. There's that iHouse, which is just like international house. Cons, I think we need more events. We're really struggling. We have like the UC Socially Dead thing on there for us, and I don't really know if that's like a cute name. But
super cute.
I think they could work on like being more like, you know, together. Yeah. Because it's so separate. I think that's what they need. They need to work on like the community more, like creating like a tight-knit community where you can just feel like very comfortable. But I also wish they had like prettier architecture. I feel like we're really struggling with that. Like it's not like the prettiest of campuses. It's kind of like, I mean, like it's pretty in its own way. Like I think it's pretty. Yeah. But it's like it kind of looks like a dystopian film. Like, you know, like Muir, one of the colleges looks like Maze Runner. Ooh. And then one of the other colleges looks like Divergent. Like it looks like the crazy. House. So like whenever I'm walking, I'm like, oh, this is kind of a little eerie, but it's cool. My college is cute. It's called 7th College. It's cozy. It's good. So, I'm a 7th College, like, lover.
Have you ever seen... Okay, this is super random and weird. No, that's fine. But have you ever seen your roommate do laundry?
No. Is that like a non-normal thing? Like, I seen her, like, carry the bag to the laundry. Okay. Have you guys not seen your roommates do laundry?
My roommate goes home every weekend. Hi, Celine. So.
Hi, Celine.
So, I know she takes it home, I think.
Like, this is actually like an LMU thing.
I don't know, because I bring all my laundry home, and, like, I bring it back in my bag, and, like, I put it away. Does your roommate see you? Yeah, she's definitely seen me bring my big old bag before. Like, I feel like I bring it almost every weekend.
No, I've seen my roommate do laundry. I just don't like running into people when I'm doing laundry.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst. I have so much anxiety, because whenever I'm doing laundry, an underwear always falls. Like, it will always fall. I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to have a friend that see my underwear. Like, out. Like, no. So I will specifically, like, do laundry late at night, and I will, like, go and check the laundry and see if anybody's in there. So, like,
wait, how late at night are you going to do laundry?
I saw that. I go, like, 11. Okay. 9, because then it's, like, I'm done at, like, 1. I don't know why laundry takes me so long. It takes me 3 hours to do laundry.
It takes me 2 hours.
I have never done laundry here.
Why?
I don't know. I just never went in there.
Like, I mean, like, it's kind of, like, gross at the same time. Yeah. Because, like, sometimes you'll see, like, hair.
No, yeah. I just went at home.
Oh, I think I did that, like, my first quarter. I was like, okay, because I know. No, because laundry, like, they will, like, visit me, like, very, like I will, like, go more often. And so, but I would do laundry at school, of course, like, you know, do your laundry.
Yeah. Do your laundry, guys.
I appreciate the clean smelling people.
Do some people, like, take their laundry? Like, there's some bands that come. I think it's, like, Tide. Is it Tide? That, like, people
you guys have, like, a laundry service or no?
Yeah.
No. That's deluxe. You guys have a laundry service?
Yeah, but
I see people walk up to it with their bags of clothes, but that's about it.
That's crazy.
Like, they have someone take their laundry.
Like, you pay and they take your laundry. If you told yourself a year ago, like, you would be here right now, how do you think you would react? Like,
I think I would just laugh. I think that's, like, the most reaction I'll probably get. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah, like, yeah, right.
Yeah, because I think I'm in a pretty good place. Like, you know, like, I think, like, my younger, like, a year from me now, like, a little high school me, little awkward high school me, will, like, be proud in a way. Like, oh, wow, look at you. Like, look, you're more social.
Yeah.
Like, you're able to, like, talk to different people. Like, you're really putting yourself out there. So I think it would be, like, a proud moment.
Thank you for listening, generators.
And thank you so much, Gaby, for
thank you for
letting
having
us
me.
interview you. We had so much fun. Oh, yeah, do you want to plug, like, your Instagram or, like, your email or anything?
You don't have to.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Gabriella.Cerda. 3 A's.
3 A's. 3
Okay,
A's,
that's it.
guys.
That's it.
Bye, guys.